Hello everyone, welcome back to our little console piece of furniture, miniature furniture. And I went and go ahead and did I painted it, in other words, because I thought that'd save us a little more time, okay? And let it good and dry. So now what I'm going to do, give it kind of aged, give it a little kind of an aged look a little bit, and that way I think it will look so much better. So I have this I think the oils, but the waxy oils, I have no idea. I had this a long time, but they work really well for this kind of stuff. So I got my little Q-tip. This is kind of a blue, but I thought with this will be really good. I'm gonna give it some more other colors, and I'm just gonna lightly just rub it in, just on the top, just to give it a little bit of a color, and maybe some over here, not necessarily just everywhere, okay? And you can barely see it, but it's there, so you know, you don't have to do it very solid, that for sure. And I'm gonna do the sides just a little bit, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do some other colors in here, and I want to be sure that they all kind of show, okay? A Q-tip is good for this because it just kind of goes in there without, you know, you don't have to use a brush. I won't bother in the back. You can if you want to, but really, you know, because it's going to be against something or other. And usually the back of a piece of furniture is never done, so I would not, you know, do it if I was you. Okay, here we go. Can you tell a little bit that what we done? I see just a little bit. All right, let's go back on the top too. I tell you, see, they kind of get all woofy. That's okay. All right, and then we're just gonna put a little bit here, a little bit there. Nothing really concrete, okay? Whoops, sorry. Okay, there we go. Just to give them a little edge. And now we're going to go with another color. This is kind of an amber color here, because I like that. And then I'm just going to go, especially at the edges in here. This is probably, these Q-tips are not very good. I forgot where I got them, but they're not the best, but it still does the job, okay? That's the main thing. Oh, I like that. Also, right at the corners is a good thing on the, seeing the legs, because you don't want, these are aged piece of furniture, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, I like that. Oops. And it's okay if you have a little bit more on one on the other one. Hey, I have had more fun making these little boogers. I really have enjoyed it, and I got some really other things coming up. This, of course, I did the this particular tutorial so that you could see what one little piece, one little pattern can make, okay? And I'm gonna show you what I did to each one. I'll explain to you what I did to make a little bit different, but it's the same thing, of course. Now I don't have to do it in the back, but hey, I'm gonna do it anyway. I think it's kind of cool, and especially, like I said, right, these little corners where maybe the paint has rubbed off a little bit, you know, and it's kind of a waxy oil kind of a thing here. Like I say, I don't even know where I got them. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some inside that little, right in there. It kind of makes it look like it's got a little bit of a shadow too from the piece that you put on the top. And then also, let's put some on the top. Oh yeah. And you don't want it to look streaky. You just, I mean, you want it to just wear off, okay? hope you enjoyed these videos. I love making these little furnishes. I think there's a lot of fun. And, you know, and I like, as you know, to make something out of nothing, which is my main thing. When you go under, again, kind of try to get as much under it to look, you know, like the shadow. Right under it. And really, that's when the Q-tip comes really well, because the cotton goes inside of it a little bit. See? Okay, here we go. I got a little bit more in here, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what we want. See? Oh boy. See? And definitely on the corners. I really do want to do the corners. And we'll get whoops. And then just kind of with your fingers, just kind of, you know, smear it off a little bit. There we go. See? And this is when this pretty texture, it shows up too, which is what we want. And let's see, when I get my finger here and see if I can do this with my fingers. And I think I can. Hey, fingers can be for Q-tips, right? And right there. And they just kind of, and again, you don't have to do the bottom, but if I'm going to, just because I just kind of like everything finished, okay? And make sure you go all the way around all the legs, front and back, because it may show. So be careful with them. Don't push too hard. I mean, they're there. I mean, but you know how that is. It might accidentally come off. So if we push too hard. Okay, and again, kind of go in there at the bottom. And I'm gonna go in here too, see, on the back. There we go. And on the back here. Okay, it may don't show, but I know. And if I know, it's not a good thing. Okay. Now back here. There we go. And there we go. I think this looks really, really good. Look at that. I can probably put a little bit more in here. Okay, so it will show up better. See? And then this side. Okay, and I'm gonna do the top now. Top I'm gonna do it with my fingers. And if it's a little streaky, it's okay. Now, if you don't like the streak, just go ahead and paint it, you know, a couple of good coats on the top and, you know, of the paint, and then just do a little over. But I like this kind of a streaky part on the, you know, in the top. So it makes it more aged looking. Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure that this is not too... Okay. All right, I think I like that, see? I like that, and when we get the polydura thing over it, or the, you know, Mod Podge, whichever you want to do, it'll really look pretty. Okay, now on the, I'm going to do the same thing on the drawers. And on the drawers, I gave it a little texture, but what I did was, the texture I did, instead of putting the tissue over it, what I did is I made my own, let's see, this is some of the chalk paint I had. I was doing a lot of projects, and I had some left, and so it's very, very thick. I had some marbles in there to shake it really, really, really good, but oops, I think I'm getting all over the place here. Anyway, but it was still kind of thick, almost like a putty. So, and before I actually did it, so what I did, I picked it up with the brush, thick, and I just went kind of tap, tap, tap to give a little texture to it, and that's all I did. And see, I needed a little more texture too in the drawers, and it turned out really, really cute. So I'm gonna do the same thing now. I'm gonna do a little bit of the blue first, because I like that blue in there. And this one too. Okay. It just kind of gives you a little overlook of different colors and different things. All right. And then with the amber, okay, just, you know, careful you don't overdo it, but, and make sure you, there we go. Make sure you go under the, on the sides of the drawer and on the top so they won't look, you know, too light. And here we go. And then when we get it on, let's see if this one goes here. No, this one goes here. Okay. There's one. Okay. And there we go. And here is the other one. All right. Okay. And this one goes in here. Oops. Oops. Maybe not. Maybe this one goes in here. Maybe the other one. I know they fit fine when I did them. So it's just a matter of when you do a lot of painting. There we go. There we go. All right. Here we go. And we got them in there, okay? Now, I put a little hole in there because I'm going to put a little knob, well, just to get a center, okay? And I'm going to do it on the other one. I figure that way, when I glue it, it also has something to support in, okay? Now, here's the knobs. See? Okay, so this is what the really knob is. Whoops, maybe that's that one. This one? This one. It's just one of those... what do you call it? You know, the crimpers. I can't even think of right now what it is, but you know what I'm talking about, you know. See, you got a male, and this is just a little pearl that I'm gonna put right on the top. And it's gonna make a really cute little handle, okay? So I got the other one already glued with E6000, and I'm gonna do this one. And I put some right in there, and then just put the little bead on it. And that's it, folks. Isn't that cute? Whoops. I tell you, a little tiny little thing on there. So that's gonna be my pull. And then on here, this one is glued. When I have it glued, I'm gonna squeeze some glue inside and make sure I have some outside. And then I'm just gonna put that right in the center of it. In this cute or what? Now I will paint the little pearl, excuse me, with the same color, and hopefully, and so that will show, or white. I haven't decided yet, okay? But I'm gonna make sure that it's good and dry before I do it. And for this one here, I have one of these. It's like a little file. But also has a very fine point, and it really is great to make little holes in it. So I looked at the, I'm gonna eyeball it, okay? You know me, I eyeball everything. But just get in there and just, you know, go in there a little bit. And like I said, mainly I'm doing it so the glue will go in there, connect with the other one, and it's gonna have a stronger bond to it. And then we're going to put on this one. Make sure you take all the excess glue off. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to put those, I think this one goes in there. And that one goes in there. And the only thing I'm gonna be doing to this is give it the Mod Podge or the polyurethane. So basically it's done. So I wanted to show you. So now, the very first one that I did, which is for my the entrance of the dollhouse, okay, and is this one, and I just love it. And what I did was, of course, the texturing with the tissue, so we told you about it, and I did the same thing a little bit on the drawers. And this is what I did. Let me put this up. The only difference between this one and this one is that I did, on this one, I did not put, excuse me, on this one here, instead of putting this piece with the legs on the front, I have some of this, okay? And what I did, I just smack it, just cut it right on half. And this is what I put on there. Let's see, maybe, yeah, that's the right side, okay. See, right there. And then I had some extra little things that I put in here and in here, and that's it, okay? Now for the little handles in here, let's see where they are. Here we are, excuse me. I just want to be sure that you know why I did it a little bit different, okay? Here we go. And for the handles, I did this one, okay? And then I put a little, one of those little, you know, what do you call it, chains, you know, that goes around the little circle ones. On one, I kind of put them in one little hole, and on the other one, glue it from the back with the E6000, so it will stay really, really good. Then I glue it into the drawer. See what I mean? That's it, okay? And for the legs, I didn't think I needed to do I wanted to do a video for everything, but sometimes a video for everything doesn't really mean, you know, I don't need two of this, but I wanted to show you how I did it. For the legs, okay, for the legs I used, okay, where's it? For the legs I used this one, the same one for the handle, okay? And what I did is this, I put it on with one of those little, you know, connectors that you do for, you know, what do you call it, jewelry, okay? One of this, and what I did, I really turned it really good at the end. You know, usually it's this way, and what I did is this, let me show you. Okay. Hold it, we'll get you right here, so you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, this is what it looked like. Okay, so what I did is I brought this here and brought it and did it at L shape, just like that. Mainly so it will stay my this little bead or whatever you call it, it stay down there. So I brought it in here like so. Make sure it's straight. Okay, and then what I did 3 different sizes of pearls. So I got 1, I got 2, and okay, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Okay, just 3 different sizes of pearls. That's all you need. 1. Let's see. Maybe this one was 2. 2 and 3. Give or take, okay? I don't have them exactly, but you know what I'm talking about. And this is how I did the little leg, okay? Simple, simple. And then what I did is I did glue all this together with the E6000. I left a little bit, and then I dig a little bitty hole in each one of them, put E6000 on it, and put that inside. And that way also I stay very, very well. And of course painted it gold or whatever color you want to do it. And this is all I did to this. Okay, so this is the only difference between this one and the other ones. The other thing I did was in here on the top, instead of, I happen to have some of those tongue depressant, and I put on 2 of them together and glue them, and then I did my shape of the top of the piece of furniture, and glue it on top of it. If you don't have that, as I say, we did this one with just cardboard. Okay, so this is one of them, the same pattern. Let me pull this out of the way. Okay, let me put it down like this. This is one of them. I got some glue in here, and I don't want it to glue that. Okay, this is one. This is the one we just did, that only I like to put as the polyurethane. And in this one, see, I only did 4 pearls and then paint them white. I rounded the drawers instead of saying, you know, square them. Oh, this one here has a little bit of, let's see. Can you see the corners? Let me show you. See the corners a little bit. I just kind of slightly did a little bit of a curvy end instead of just chop it, you know, on each corner. I give it a little bit of a curve to have that look to it. So this is another one drawer. The round around it is another drawer. Same piece of furnishes, okay? And then also rounded the edges, and that was it on this one, see? And 4 pearls. And so this is the highest one. This is actually the shortest one. And this one is in between. So you got 3 pieces of furniture completely different out of one pattern. That's what I wanted to show you. It's just sit there, imagination. But what I love about it is, besides this one that has those tongue depressors that we have, or Pacific steel, or whatever you want to call them, everything in here, you know, except for the little bit of metal in here that I put on there, is paper. I love that. And I think they turned out really cute, really nice, and a lot of fun. I'm going to be using this one in the bathroom because it's got pink. And we will be doing a sink, and I will have a video on that one. This is going to be in the entrance hall. And this is going to be in the kitchen, but it's not going to be just like this. It's going to have a, you know, like you know, a top of it, you know, so they will have plates and stuff like that in it, okay? So in other words, I'll make the top to go with it and then glue it into this. So actually I have 3 pieces of furniture that look really different, and then yet it's made out of the same pattern. So I hope you enjoy this, and until next time, stay well, stay crafty, and God bless you.